So I want to know, guys, do you feel that transgender individuals should disclose their original gender to the people they are dating?
Hell yeah, cause what the hell?
For sure.
at the end of the day, a man supposed to be you can't be too drunk to not be able to be discerning this person you talking to.
It's relative, like it's whatever.
It's a perspective.
You know what I'm saying? It's based on what you would like to do. And if you are a man and that's what you're into, I do feel like that should be, you know what I'm saying, information that should be divulged as well.
Okay, listen, y'all. It's your girl Kiki back with another episode of Kicking It with Key Late Night. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good.
Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling great?
Yes.
Listen, y'all already know it's your girl Boss Lady Key. Y'all already know the rapper, the host, the hairstylist, the makeup stylist, and the stylist in the building. And I got my panel here, a bunch of returning favorites. I can't wait for them to reintroduce themselves. Let's start over here. Who do we have?
Man, this is Guido Music, the Nipsey Hustle, Miami. You know, we do real estate business, and of course, I'm a multi-award winning artist.
Yes, all the awards. Let's clap it up for Mr. Guido Music. Okay, and who do we have sitting here?
Hey y'all, so this is Kimmy.L.L. Model, entrepreneur,
All of that good stuff.
all that good stuff.
Listen, I just seen Kimmy L.L. in a big production, so she's not even giving herself all the credit she deserves. Clap it up for my girl, Kimmy L.L.
Yes.
Listen, who do we have here?
Once again, you have Freaky Feek. I am a poet, a hip-hop artist, and a very brand new entrepreneur. I am the ish. No, let me stop playing. I'm just glad to be here, but that's what I do. This is what I'm about. I'm the most genuine soul you ever meet. If you don't like what I said, it's because it hurt. But it's all right. Awesome.
Listen, I'm so happy to have you back, Freaky Feek.
we skate,
Third time the charm, ain't it? Listen, give it up for Freaky Feek. Yes. And last but not least, y'all already know. I don't know why this lady is not my co-host by now. But listen, it's my favorite. Here we go. Who is last but not least?
Hey, baby, okay. Y'all already know I am Monique J in the building.
Yes.
Okay, I am a hairstylist. I'm a wig artist, also a real estate professional. Y'all hit me up. Y'all already know what to do.
Yeah, you already know. Listen, now that we all acquainted, y'all ready to jump into this topic?
Let's go.
Definitely.
Let's get it.
Bring it.
So listen, I'm not sure if you guys have Instagram, if you guys have Twitter, any social media platform, because baby, it's been burning up. Do anybody here drink Hennessy?
No.
Hennessy straight?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little
Y'all
bit.
love Hennessy. Listen, the men love Hennessy, but all of a sudden, they are saying that they don't love Hennessy. Recently, there was a transgender stripper by the name of Hennessy that recently exposed several men in the area, saying that she has had relations with them. So that caused an uproar. We're talking about 5,000, 10,000, hundreds of thousands of people
200,000.
talking about this conversation. So I want to know, guys, do you feel that transgender individuals should disclose their original gender to the people they are dating?
Hell yeah, cause what the hell?
For sure.
at the end of the day, a man supposed to be you can't be too drunk. You can't be too lit to not be able to be discerning this person you talking to and dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But It's like telling somebody you got. It's not like it's the same thing as like not telling somebody you got an STD, but you still chilling with somebody, vibing with somebody.
Yeah.
And you just ain't disclosing that. That's to me. You should be charged with rape.
You
That's
think
rape.
so?
That's rape.
You think it's? I don't
That's
think
rape.
so because it's
That's
consensual.
rape.
It's
That's
consensual.
rape. Consensual. I was supposed to meet with a woman.
But listen, a lot of men don't. A lot of men
That's
don't disclose
rape,
that
bro.
they have small penises before they do it. Do you think men should disclose that they have a small penis or a thin penis
I don't have
before
no
they
type
do
of
it?
problem, so I can't speak for small.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If we talking about disclosure, let me know what I'm dealing with. If we talking about rape here,
That's
we're
rape.
talking about consent.
That's different. That's like, because you can go to jail for having HIV and not disclosing that. You should go to jail for being a man and not telling somebody that. But you look like a woman.
So you say go to jail. You think they should disclose. How y'all feeling?
Lock them up.
I think it's maybe a fee that needs to be handed or something. I don't know. But to plead his case. But for me, I feel like, yes, it has to be disclosed that you are male or female to a certain extent. Like if you guys are already having conversations, just like slide in the conversation a little bit, you know, let them know what's going on. And also that's for your safety as well, because you don't know how people will react nowadays.
That's true.
It's a lot of closeted people out there that may like you, but like at the same time, they're not as confident to be out there. So I'm gonna let you continue with that.
Okay, so you feel like they should do it for their safety. I agree, because you do have a lot of homophobic men or men that are alpha males or men that are, you know, they are always protecting their masculinity. So they may feel tried, they may feel disrespected, or they may go to the extreme of hurting you or perhaps doing the other thing, which is killing you, if you don't let them know. So I agree with that. How do y'all feel?
Okay. Full disclosure, yes, is important for sure. Let's definitely disclose who we are.
Yeah.
You know, our past, especially something that's sensitive. You know what I'm saying? It is a sensitive thing. You want to make sure that you are safe. I agree with that. On the other hand, the men knew. You're not gonna sit here and tell me
they ain't see that jawline.
Didn't see that jawline in that 5 o'clock shadow. I don't care if she had a vagina, which I understand.
No.
Which was pretty.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Because you can't contest it until I finish my statement.
Thanks.
You can't tell me that she had a vagina. Okay, yes, she had a vagina. But when you was in her apartment and you seen her move around and you heard her talking, that voice sound very manly.
Yeah.
That voice sound deep.
And that foot big.
Sound like Gorilla Pip.
It's long.
And then another thing, you know what I'm saying? The jawline, the facial features, everything, you should have questions. So I feel like if men weren't so like quick to be trying to jump up in some shit and get they shit wet, that they would have taken more time to make sure that they get to know a person. She was sleeping with these people on first night basis.
Yeah, and they were laid up
and they were laid up in the house, all up in the high rise. And that's another thing. Y'all be so quick to be all up in the high rise, all up in the
all
situation.
up in the video.
She got the PS5 going. You feel me? A woman, when you come in our house, take your shoes off, make sure you don't touch my shit all types of crazy, and make sure you respect my house. She was in there like one of the niggas. Y'all come on in, spark your joint up, play the PS5 vibe, I got you.
Because I'm finna video y'all. That's what y'all don't know.
You know what I'm saying? You should just really, as a man, just take a little bit more precaution for yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is actually telling men, y'all need to really be like, talking to. Like, y'all can't just be getting caught up like that. It was 66 men in Miami, almost 20 in Broward. How? Yeah. And y'all gonna sit here and tell me, oh, y'all ain't know? Stop playing with me.
That's what they said. That's what the street said.
Full disclosure, she should have, but also I'm not taking it away from the men that actually did proceed with whatever they wanted to do. Men will sit here and be talking about, and not even be long-winded, but men will sit here and be talking about, nah, I never be with her. She fat, she ugly, she don't look good. And then 2 weeks later, he done laid up in the whole house because her ass done cooked some food. Stop playing with me.
Honestly, that same person, they had pictures of them on social media, no makeup. They had themselves natural. So they weren't really trying to be like that. I don't feel like she was really hiding it. It wasn't a hiding thing. I feel like for some men, they just feel like, okay, in the gay community, it's talks of transgender people messing with like DL people or people that are straight.
And these men are on the DL.
There is a code where they say, okay, if you like this type of stuff, you like these type of men, like for the transgender people or whatnot, because some people have their preferences. Like, you just choose to be a little more, you know,
discreet
about it. You don't try to expose them type of thing. Like, if you expose, you're pretty much her in her bag or whatever.
She only exposed them because they exposed her. It was a retaliation. So if they weren't a part of it and didn't know what they were getting into, then they would have never got exposed, because she kept all their secrets for almost 2 years until they decided to expose her.
Yeah, let Feek speak on this.
Y'all said pretty much everything that needs to be said. So what I will reiterate is big on safety. Life is about doing what you want to do, how you want to do it. However, if you know that you are genetically...
I don't have to tell you about the penis I previously had. I don't have it anymore.
You liked what it looked like.
You say in a past life. This is not a past life. This man
I'm talking about the current one.
This man.
All right. Anyways, please protect yourself. If you want to be homosexual, trisexual, trihuman, I don't know how to call it. You feel me? I'm not really trying to be funny, but we live in Miami. People got money in South Beach.
Yeah, to make things happen.
All that, it happens. You got to be careful. And if you are one of the T's, you really got to be careful, because, you know, people will take your life. That's all. That's all I'm going to say on that. I just hope people be careful. You can like what you like, do what you do. Just make sure you protect yourself.
True. Man, damn all that. They knew what time it was. That's why I did that diss track today. That's why I dropped that.
Okay, a diss track dropping?
The men or the...
Nobody ain't come up against
transgender.
Okay,
none of them dudes ain't come up against it.
So this is what I have to say. We talk about disclosure. I feel like disclosure is on both parties. I feel like initially, like he was saying, with an STD or what have you, that is for the person that has that STD to say, hey, this is what I have, so on and so forth. Do you still want to have sex with me? But I feel like also it is your responsibility as someone partaking in whatever activity to also take the precautions yourself. If you're going to have unprotected sex with somebody and not know what their status is or not know what they have and just leave it to their hands to tell you something, I feel like that's irresponsible on your part as well.
I agree.
You can't just go around here having whatever kind of sex you want to and say, well, I ain't know, they ain't tell me first and they ain't let me. No, you need to be a responsible adult and do what you have to do. Now, as far as what you were saying, Monique, the people do need to, especially men, because to be honest, men are easy.
They are.
I mean, we talk about women being, you know, slut shamed, or women being easy or whores or what have you. But I'm pretty sure any type of woman can have sex with just one man just by looking at him or batting her eye at him. Now, certain men are stingy with the piece.
Like
I'm
me.
not going to speak for every man.
I'm stingy.
You know, and it take a little bit more to get them out the draws. But what I'm saying is, on the whole, they are easy.
They are.
So if a woman asks them to come over that night, slide through it. To be honest, being with a transgender was actually probably the safe thing, because they could have got robbed. They could have got killed. Like, you don't know what you're going into when you're going into someone's house that you don't even know. That you just met at a club. You don't know this woman. You don't know if she set men up. You don't know if she robbed men. So to be honest, like, okay, you did it with a transgender. My thing is, if they had a cootie, I feel like if she has a vagina down there, I feel like the men were safe. That's just my opinion, because if she presents herself as a woman and she has the body parts as a woman, and that man had something going on with that person and did not have knowledge of that person being a man, even if they saw that the jaw was strong, I feel like that person or the foot was big, if they see that size 12 shoe hanging by the top of their foot, by the top of their head when they put the legs up.
That's not fair.
I'm just saying, some women have big feet.
I used to tell Megan Thee
But
Stallion,
some of them have fetishes as well. So men like to try things. People, like, especially like in industry or in people that like just have money, or honestly just have cat, pussy, whatever, being thrown at them all the time. They want something new to experience, or they want something like exciting. You get what I'm saying? So don't knock some of the people that actually like that type of stuff. I don't know, but I just don't agree with the exposure.
I don't know how you know that.
That's all.
I love them, and to that point, I feel like I heard the story. She got into it, I guess, with a friend. A friend exposed her. I guess guys were laughing in the comments, doing whatever. And then from there, she said, if I'm going to go down, everybody's going to go down. I feel that she should have targeted the guys that were laughing. Like, I don't feel like she should have exposed all, let's say, for instance, 20 people in her roster. If only those 3 people were laughing, you talk about A, B, and C. The rest of those people, I feel like their identity and everything else should have been protected.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I would like to say to our male counterparts as a female, right now we live in a space where sex is relative to whatever it is that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm freaky. I'm a Scorpio. I'm freaky as shit.
Okay, you like sport man.
No, I'm just saying, like, in the bedroom, I like to explore. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that it is a conversation that needs to be had, especially in our community, where there are men that want to explore differently and don't feel comfortable saying it out loud.
Oh, they just said it. Yes. They've been saying it the last 48 hours.
They don't feel comfortable saying it out loud. We get into a space where if they are messing with a transgender or they're messing with somebody who is outside of the norm of who we think that they should be talking to, they start getting ridiculed, and then now we have suicide issues that come up, and then we also have issues where the trans person now has to feel uncomfortable when they were very comfortable in the bedroom. They were very comfortable when they were doing what they were doing, but now that it's exposed, it's now this whole other stuff that comes with it. So I do feel like there is a conversation that needs to be had within our community as African Americans, that at the end of the day, sex is, you know, it's relative, like it's whatever.
It's a perspective.
You know what I'm saying? It's based on what you would like to do. And if you are a man and that's what you're into, I do feel like that should be, you know what I'm saying, information that should be divulged as well.
Listen, fellas, you have to take your sausage and wrap it up sometimes.
Be safe.
Check right here, homie.
She didn't have that though.
Check right
no, but that's not true, because you have some women that have PCOS, that have facial hair, that got the beard, that got the mustache, that got the hairy legs, that got the hairy chest.
I need some stretch
and
marks,
all of
homie.
that. So
let me tell you something though.
I need some stretch marks.
Just deal with the baby mamas.
Transgender women. Transgender women that's trying to get fish, they not about to show no hairy arm, no nothing like that. They're on their surgery table. They have the titties, they have the ass, they have all that going
vagina.
on. You just have to have that conversation with
really
them. You know,
like the vagina was there.
And her vagina was prettier than a lot of people's vaginas, but that's another thing. When you guys are looking for perfection all the time, you're probably with a transgender woman, because them trans, they be perfect. Everything just looks perfect.
It's a surgery coupe.
I done had 4 babies. My shit probably gonna look like
this is a real question. This is a real question.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, and I
got a question.
I got a question.
Is the button there?
No.
Everything looks real. Everything it looks perfect. It was
all
there. It was pretty and it was shaved. I saw it. I was like,
you feel me? What is going on?
I was like, well, where she went at? Because I need that.
Correct.
It was giving very much.
You gotta meet, fellas. Listen, what the camera at? Which camera?
Anyone?
Meet the mama first, brother.
Meet the mom.
Meet mama.
Not
gonna
the
tell
mama,
you.
the baby pictures.
Okay, so
The baby pictures.
I'm gonna wrap this up by saying this is why it's
Meet the
important not to do it on the first date.
Thank God.
A lot of people like to do it on the first date. A lot of people want to do it on the second date. I think it's very important that you guys get to know the person that you are having intercourse with, that you kind of know a little background, that you know something about their sexual history, and you know what they like to do during sex, because sometimes people tired of, you know, just from the front in a bag. They probably want a little ding-a-ling.
Also, you don't know how freaky that person is on the first date. Go ahead, have that conversation. Talk about it.
Yes, talk about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Talk about what you
I'm
like.
also 50
Talk about what
degree.
you go for, what you don't go for. Talk about your boundaries. Talk about all that stuff.
I like that kinky.
I agree.
Dark.
Okay, listen, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that
My
later
bad. I thought
on the
we
sex talk with Key. Listen, all hearts and minds are satisfied. Okay, listen, this is what I have to say. Listen, before you get into anything with anyone, especially an intimate relationship, make sure you are disclosing special and specific particular information that can possibly harm you. We talk about sexual status, we talking about gender, we're talking about your STD panel and all of those things, okay? Because we don't want anyone getting hurt out here. We don't want the transgenders getting hurt. We don't want the gays getting hurt or the straights getting hurt. We want everybody to live in harmony. Listen, I love y'all. It's your girl Kiki here on Kicking It with Key Late Nights. Tune in to the next episode.